Lukman. Others are Chidozie Awaziem, Kenneth Omeru, Frank Onyeka, Wilfred Ndidi, yes, making a return back to the team, and Ford Kelechi Iheanacho, who all arrived later on Tuesday. Although the Nigerian Football Federation told reporters exclusively that the ex-international and assistant coach under Joseph Osiro Finidi will take charge of the team during the games, and he said this on Tuesday, officially communicated. Now, the former Nigerian forward Finidi George will occupy the chief corner of the dugout when the Super Eagles confront West African arch rivals, the Black Stars of Ghana, in an international friendly in Marrakech on Friday. According to NFF, the 52-year-old former Ajax Amsterdam and Real Betis winger who made a scoring debut for his fatherland in the African Cup of Nations qualifying match against Burkina Faso at the National Stadium in Lagos on July 27, 1991, has been appointed by the NFF to hold the reins in the meantime as a group of 22 players take on Ghana and Mali in the months of international window. Now, in another update shared on the social Super Eagles official X account, Finidi also held a meeting with the backroom staff of the team. Finidi is among the front runners for the Eagles head coach job following the exit of Jose Presidio. Other candidates for the job, trying to get that one, is under 19 coach Michael Nsien, 1994 AFCON winner and the former Golden Eaglet and Tanzanian coach Emmanuel Amonike. Yes, probably this is really pronounced Amonike. They will have Undubusi Egbo, Henry Makenwa, Silvanus Okpala, Daniel Amokachi, amongst other foreign aspirants. Now, the inclusion of Daniel Amokachi is now there. Okay, let's see how we plant out. Hopefully, we'll take your reactions also in the course of the show. 090-9705-4450. You can react to the teams already in the players in camp ahead of that game on Friday. Yes, less than 24 hours to that, probably less than 48 hours to that game, Nigerian and Ghana. Then on Tuesday next week, it will be the Eagles of Mali and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So keep that in your diary as we tend to monitor what's happening there. Okay, you can also react to the list of coaches that I've also talked about. Daniel Amokachi is there, and also reported where Samson Siasia came out to deny that he didn't apply for the Super Eagles job. You know, a lot of publications out there, but we just have to be careful with what that's why I have to come back here to talk about Samson Siasia. He has come out to debunk his involvement in applying for the Super Eagles job. But Daniel the Bull Amokachi is also part of the foreign-based player, the ex-international that are vying for the coach of the position of the Super Eagles job. Just like what Demola said, he also made reference to the flying, looking for local players. Yes, he talked about looking for local players, and I believe here on the show I supported why the likes of Genero and also Joseph Presidio looking for foreign-based players because they have the equipment and the equipment to train these kids over there. These young men over there, they have the kit, they have the equipment, they have facilities, they have everything to train them. Not when you come here in Nigeria, you don't find them in gym. Rather, you tell them, do press up, do sit up, do push up, run around the pitch. No, that's why even when the Super Eagles are invited to come play, Mr. Players invited to come play for the Super Eagles, they lodge them in hotels that have all these gymming facilities and equipment. So these are the things we should also consider. I don't think some of our clubs do have these. Maybe some do, and that's why we find it very difficult to get some of these players to really play. But at the same time, people will ask, some of these players that played abroad, they all started from home. Yes, they started from home, and they did well. Yes, because some of them have this personal training themselves. They keep themselves fit, go to the gym, but that's a discussion for another day. Okay, like I said, we have the Minister of Sports in the person of John Ewan Eno, yes, on the show, preparing the girls ahead of the final game who will pick the gold? Will it be Ghana, the host nation, or will it be Nigeria? Let's hear what John Ewan Eno, he was with the girls, prepping them up ahead of that match. John Ewan Eno.
Then, and it matters to us. About 4 years or more ago in Morocco, this same team, the Falconets, returned with the football goal. I'm sure you are aware of that. So the challenge you have is to defend that title. The challenge you have is to return to Nigeria with that goal. Incidentally, we are playing with the host country, Ghana. So the stakes are much higher for you, and I think that all of you, I'm sure you know so, and my hope is that you all rise to that responsibility. You rise to that expectation of the country. The male football team, I was present in the last match that they lost to Senegal and crashed out of the competition. What it means is that in terms of football, you remain our only hope. We carry that burden, that responsibility. But the female football has always done us proud. I'm sure you know so. It's always done us proud. I mean, after our performance in the last World Cup, the female football team was ranked about the best 10 in the world. I mean, you have already qualified the Falconets for the next World Cup taking place in Colombia, isn't it? And this winning the 13th All-African Games gold puts you in the launch pad towards that football glory at the World Cup. So just know that.
Okay, that was the Honorable Minister of Sport, John Ewan Eno. Yes, with the Falconets, prepping them up, giving them that ginger ahead of that final game, football event of the All-African Games taking place in Ghana. And we are taking on the host nation, Ghana, in that particular one. So like he said, the girls are our only hope to pick medal when it comes to the football event. The guys crashed out. They lost to Senegal in one of the fixtures last week. Okay, Christopher Danjuma, who happens to be the coach of the Falconet, is also on the show, and he's also speaking ahead of the final. Coach Danjuma.
The World Cup qualifier was short of a match. So here we came to a competition where everybody that has qualified for the World Cup is around, and we want to really test our readiness by making sure we come out as champions in Africa. So that is what it means to us.
So come Thursday, Nigeria should be good.
Nigerians have always supported us. We're defending champion, and by the special grace of God, we'll go in there, take our goal, and take it back to Nigeria.
Okay, definitely bring the gold back to Nigeria. We are already champions, and let's see how we can grab that gold and come back to Nigeria. That was Chris Danjuma, coach of the Falconet. So away from the African Games, let's look at the Olympic Games in Paris later this year, where Nigerian national women's basketball team, the Tigress, Africa's sole representative in the basketball event at the Paris 2024 Olympic, have been paired in Group B alongside Australia, Canada and France. Now the draw took place on Tuesday at the Patrick's Bourman House of Basketball in Mayence, Switzerland, and was overseen by basketball icons Penny Taylor and NBA legend Carmelo Anthony. Now, according to the world body FIBA, the Women's Olympic Basketball Tournament draw principles were determined by the world ranking along with geographical consideration. Now, the 12 team were divided into 4 pots. Each group consisted of a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 2 teams from Europe, while Africa and the Americas, Asia and Oceania each have no more than one team per continent in each group. And African champions, the Tigers, who are poised for a consecutive appearance after participating in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, were seeded in pot 4 alongside Puerto Rico and Germany. Now reigning world champion, the United States, are drawn in Group C against Germany, Japan, and Belgium. In Group A, we have Serbia, Spain, China, and Puerto Rico. Now the first two teams in each group qualify automatically for the quarterfinals of the tournament, while the best two third-place teams also stand a chance of qualifying for the quarterfinals. Now the basketball event at the Paris 2024 Olympic holds in Decathlon Arena, Stade Pierre Moret in Lille. The Women's Olympic Basketball Tournament is scheduled from July 29 to August 11, 2024. Okay, it is 8:31 already in the studio. Let's see how we can take your reactions to the top stories that we've rolled out already this morning. 090-735-30044 or 090-8766-8888. Finidi George, chief coach of the People's Elephant, Eyimba, will lead Nigeria to the friendly game against the Black Stars of Ghana on Friday and the Eagles of Mali on Tuesday next week. That's where we are capitalizing on the FIFA windows, windows that is open for international games, friendly games, and the like. Let's take this call. Hello to you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning to you, my brother. Name, where are you calling from?
My name is Dominic. I'm calling from Oshafa.
Okay, I heard Oshafa. I didn't get the name clearly.
Dominic.
Okay, Dominic. Welcome to the show, Dominic.
Yeah. I just want to react to the job given to the judge. If he has been granted for an individual coach, at least this has an opportunity to prove Nigeria fans wrong. Yeah, they have given him the job, at least an opportunity, as I said, for him to do so that Nigeria would believe in him and give him the job permanently.
So are you invariably saying you are routing for Finidi George to be the next coach of the Super Eagles?
Yes.
Okay, let's see how we pans out. Thank you very much, Dominic, all the way from Ushafa. We truly appreciate your call this morning. He's rooting for Finidi George to be the next coach. Well, Finidi George has to prove them, or probably prove the NFF right, if definitely he will take the job. But before this game, Finidi George was the assistant coach to Joseph Pesuyo, and he was alongside the team in Cote d'Ivoire that lost to Cote d'Ivoire, the host nation, at the Africa Cup of Nations that was concluded last month, February. And I think he knows the team very well. He's also the head coach of the Eyimba Football Club, who he lifted a trophy with Eyimba. Though he didn't go far in the CAF Champions League, they were knocked out. But at the same time, again, he's close and closer behind Lobby Stars to win the MPFL again this season. But let's see how we pounce out with Finidi George. Let's see how we pounce out with the NFF as they select the new coach for the Super Eagles. 090-7353-0044 or 090-8766-8888. SMS and WhatsApp to 090-9705-4450. Let's see how we can take some WhatsApp messages already in. Let's see if we can squeeze them in. Hello to you, good morning.
Good morning, Ugo Daniels. Good morning to the listeners and callers of this great radio station. I just want to appreciate you for yesterday. I'm very grateful, sir. Yesterday, you know, the governor of Delta met president.
That should be a UD's message coming in at my time. Okay, thank you very much. Let's take this other one. Good morning. Finidi George is not the right person for the job. NFF should go for Emmanuel Amunike because Finidi don't have the capacity to coach the national team. This is from Ojonimi James from New Caro. Okay, hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Samson.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. How is you on the family?
Work is good. Family is okay.
All right, thank God. To me, I agree with the most especially the last message that Nichi job is not the right person. To me, even he win this two friendly, to me, I don't think I'm not yet convinced in him yet. At least Manuel Amonike have done well. He have done well for himself in different departments in terms of the football. Under 17, I think even Super Eagles, if I'm not mistaken. So to me, I think I don't know. It's left for NFF, but I think it's high time for them to do the needful. Because I don't know. You will employ the foreign coach, you will not go for the best. And at the same time, you will not be able to pay him his salary. Then what's the of employing a worker or workers that you will not end up paying? Who are you deceiving? So to me, they should, how we the new coach will be the one to these two matches. So that at least from there he will start to know the players and the players will know him and also to see what he can do, the tactics and all so on and so forth.
Okay.
But it's there for them. Sorry, I've not congratulated